going on, people? Mr. Ellis here, GlassCityCichlids, and today I'm making a setup video of my 20-gallon planted tank, and I'm also making this video to ask you guys to make a setup video of your planet aquarium. Now, everything that I'm going to name in this video, I'm going to also put in the description so you guys could see, so you could basically just look at the list and go down the list and just explain everything that's on the list that you have on your tank if you have it on your tank. So at the beginning of my list I have water change, and I do a water change on this tank once a week. I try to go for it once every Saturday or Sunday. Sometimes I'll miss a week, but for the most part, it's once a week on the weekends. CO2 setup. My CO2 setup is the Fluvo. Let's see here. It's the Fluvo something. 88 grams or something. Yeah, I got it off Amazon.com. It's awesome. It works well. I don't have any complaints. I have the bubble counter over here, and I have my bubbles at probably 1 bubble per second. I really don't get too crazy with the bubble count because I feel that my plants do well on 1 or 2 bubbles per second. So 3 or 4 bubbles per second, I'll leave that to the people that really know what they're doing. 1 or 2 bubbles a second for me is actually great. So yeah, then my filtration setup, I have 2 hang on the back, what are these? Tetra PF10s. These guys are for 10-gallon tanks. The reason I have these on here because I was hoping to have slower water movement, but I don't know, I'm probably going to eventually get just 1 hang on the back filter, probably a 30-gallon hang on the back filter for this tank. I'm not sure yet. I still have to do some research on that. And my light, as you guys can see up here, is an Aquatic Life. I got it from Aquatic Life off of Amazon, through Amazon.com actually, but when I had to do some customer service stuff, it's actually through Aquatic Life. And I believe this is a 2 bulb fixture at 24 watts a bulb, so that's 48 watts. And now that I'm at 20 gallons, because at first I was at 15, so I had more watts per gallon, but now that I'm at 20 gallons, man, I don't like the way that heater look right there. I have to cover that or move it. But anyway, now that I'm at 20 gallons, I guess that is about 2 point something watts per gallon, a little over 2 watts per gallon. So yeah, 48 watt light fixture, and I leave my lights on for 8.5 hours a day. And the reason I choose 8.5 hours because I need that half an hour time as a grace period for feeding them. Sometimes I don't make it up here. Let me back up. I like to feed my fish at least a half an hour before the lights go off. So if it's under a half an hour before the lights go off, I won't feed them. So I added that extra half an hour onto the 8-hour period so I can have that grace period to feed them. In case I don't make it up here at 7:30, I have till 8 to feed them, because I'll be doing a lot of stuff in other parts of the house. So yeah, I leave my lights on 8.5 hours a day from 12 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And they also they wake up with this I leave this blind open so they can try and get some natural sunlight. What else? Okay, yeah, the most important part about this video that I'm really looking forward to hearing in your guys' videos is what fertilizers do you use, how much do you use, and how often a week do you dose. Okay, and before I get to that, I just want to let you know that my substrate is just plain old Eco Complete Black. It's actually a great substrate. So now on to the fertilizers. For fertilizers, I use You gotta excuse the bottle, it's kind of nasty. I use Flourish, and I do about half a cap, a little more than half a cap actually. A little more than half a cap, about twice a week. Twice a week with that. The iron, I dose iron. I dose iron when I dose the Flourish. So whenever I dose Flourish, I dose iron. So that's twice a week also. I do about half a cap of the iron. And the last thing I dose is potassium. I do a little over half a cap of potassium twice a week. I was thinking about moving to 3 times a week, but I don't know. I have to see some things because I believe that the what is it, CChem XL, the fake carbon or whatever, carbon dioxide, it was eating away at my swords, my mini swords back there, causing little holes to form in them. And I know it was that because I looked it up on the internet, and it says jungle valve and Amazon sword does not do well with CChem XL. So I got rid of the XL, just straight CO2 from here on out. Oh yeah, that's basically my setup. And like I said, I'm going to leave this list in the description. You guys could go through the list and then use it as basically a checklist, so you can make a video about your setup. And I can't wait to see your guys' videos about your setup so I can compare notes with you guys. And if you like, you can leave it as a video response to this video. I think that'd be awesome. And so yeah, that's all. Just want to share with y'all my setup, and I added another piece of driftwood to help with my pH. Mr. Ellis, GlassCityCichlids, and I'm out.